Hi everybody, Marty Rubin, and I'm back for another segment of Marty's Corner. And look who we have today, Tray Wright, who plays the fun-loving,
for sure.
very, very eager and young philosopher.
Young, sure, yes.
Yes, philosopher?
His mom.
Loves his mom.
Yes, loves his mom.
Loves his mom.
Who is a philosopher. He
Yes.
follows all of her
Right,
philosophy.
so you're both philosophizers.
Sure.
Yes, yes. He was playing Willard in the hit musical, Footloose.
At the Argyle Theater.
Yes. Can I give you a fist bump?
You
Because
absolutely could.
I gotta tell you, you are so funny. You're a riot. You are a riot out here. You're just so funny. Your comedic timing is great. Does comedy come natural to you, or did you have to really work at it?
I think I really had to work at it. I really think I had to take the time to really practice, choreograph the laughs, find the funny moments.
Right.
Other people have funnier lines than I do, and have to bounce ideas, try different things out. You know, it's all practice.
It works.
Clowning,
Yes.
you know, yeah.
It-
Pratfalls.
You do it all. You do it all.
Yes.
You know, you have a lot of scenes with Ren. You know, does that make? Do you have to feel like a real comfort level when you're in a lot of scenes with one person to have that confidence that everything's going to go smoothly?
You know, we really built up a connection day one. He sat
Right.
right next to me during
Right.
rehearsal by accident. But one of my practices that I do every show is I find him right before we're called to go on,
Right.
when the curtain goes up, to hug him, to create that connection
Right,
when we
right,
go on
right.
stage, to really
And if you don't do it, you feel like I can't go on, right?
No, I
It's
can't.
got to be done.
It
you know?
has to be done to create
Yes.
that moment of just we're friends, we're
Yes.
best friends, and we're going on this journey, making sure that if he drops a line, I'm there to pick it up.
Exactly.
Making sure if he drops
And no one's going to know.
nobody. Oh, I would never let
Right.
anybody know that Peyton Cassidy dropped a line.
No, that never happened.
Or made up a step of choreography, missed that up. Never.
No. Where did you grow up, Trey?
I'm from Birmingham, Alabama.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So when did you come to New York?
I moved to New York in 2014, straight
Okay.
out of graduation. You
Wow.
know, excited.
So you when did you start acting? As a child?
I started acting as a kid. I used to sing in this big gospel choir. I was the
Right.
only person who was able to ask for solos at 3 years old.
Oh, wow.
3 years old.
You were a prodigy.
I don't know about all of that, but I really was bold.
Yes.
And my parents really took a hold of that and immediately signed me
Right.
up for violin.
Right.
And not acting. So I eventually found acting when I was about 7 years old. I used to love Bette Midler movies in the 90s. And that's what I
Cool,
wanted to do,
cool.
Comedy mixed with singing.
Well, this show is you get a chance to do it
I
all.
get a chance to do it all.
It's unbelievable. Well, was it intimidating for you to come to New York City? I mean, from Alabama, that's a
No,
big change, right?
I think I was really bold, growing up,
Right.
with my wonderful family. I have a
Were you an
great
Alabama Crimson Tide fan? By any
Roll
chance?
Tide, absolutely.
Yes.
Roll Tide.
There's no
Roll
professional
Tide,
teams,
roll.
so you got to be a college show.
Absolutely,
Yes.
or War Eagle, just
Right.
depending on who we're playing against.
Would an Alabama crowd, how would they respond to Footloose as opposed to a New York City, Long Island crowd?
I think they would respond to it almost exactly the same. They would
Yeah.
respond to it infectiously.
Yes.
Because everything we do on stage is joyous.
Yes.
Everything we do is fun. Everything is loud. Everything is big. And I
Yes.
think they would take that on and run with it. I mean, Footloose is a classic.
Oh, it's so
this
much
movie
fun.
came out in the 80s.
Yes.
It has so many iconic hits.
Yes.
You know,
And the dancing. I mean, it's nonstop.
it's nonstop. We
Right.
shouldn't ever stop. We want the audiences to be dancing too.
Yes, they're so into it. You know, you have what I would call a show-stopping number.
Okay.
You know, you're thinking which one?
Which one? Which one are you talking
Mom,
about?
Mama says.
Oh, Mama Says. Yes,
Mama
yes,
says,
yes, yes.
and I mean, you get to showcase everything. You're singing, dancing, acting, comedy. You know, everything.
Don't forget the lifts.
The lifts are unbelievable. They're unbelievable. And when you think it's over,
When you think
it's not over.
it's not over.
So when you're, you know, that's your moment to shine. You know, when you're doing that and the crowd is into it and loving it.
Sure.
What does it make you feel like?
You know, it makes me feel incredible. It makes me feel invincible to
Right.
hear loud crowds to enjoy it.
Yes.
Because I mean, I worked really hard on this, and I want everyone to take whatever I am able to give them
Yes.
home with their family.
And they do.
And hopefully they're able to cherish those memories, that energy. Like, I run all over the stage.
Oh my God.
I don't know how you do it.
No, you must lose weight every night. I mean,
I may.
yes.
Possibly.
So listen, I know you've watched Marty's Corners before.
Yes.
So you know there's a sports reference coming.
Sure.
Right?
There's always a curveball.
There you go. I like that.
I got
That's
you.
a good, okay. So some of my best memories playing baseball was when, as a team, everybody was playing well, and everybody looked at each other, and we would just give each other the nod, like, we can't be stopped. We're not losing this game. So do you ever get that feeling on the Argyle Theater stage in Footloose, where you look around and you see everybody dancing and hitting their mark, and everybody's having a joyous time, and the crowd is into it, and you feel like you said before, invincible? Like, you feel invincible. Do you ever get that moment and look across and say, wow, this is great?
All the time. Literally, the scene right before the curtain comes down before Act 1 or Act 2, when we're singing I'm Free, that moment with Peyton on the stage in the middle, just singing his heart out, I'm constantly looking around, making eye contact with all of our scene partners, all the people on stage, all the people dancing, even the individuals that we're not even supposed to be looking at. And the feeling, the moment that we're free is, we can't compare that to anything in the entire world, of just being on stage and really loving the individuals that you work with. I get the pleasure of working with some of the most talented people.
There's a lot of talent up here. It really is. You know, audiences from night to night, I've seen a lot of the performances, and it's funny how audiences react differently to different things sometimes. If the audience is totally into it, and it's just like they're having a rollicking good time, would you deliver a line just a little bit different because of the way they're making you feel?
No, I mean, we really try to keep everything exactly the same as we possibly could. You know, everything that we've worked through at rehearsal, because I wouldn't want to throw my scene partner completely and totally through the muck just because somebody laughed so hard at this one line. But I mean, we love a loud audience. Don't get me wrong.
It spurs you on.
It spurs that on, but definitely making sure, like, you stay within the bounds of the play. Of the scene.
You want to be consistent, and people can count on you. Now, so you mentioned you grew up in Alabama. So, did you have dreams as a child of being on stage and entertaining like you're doing here in Footloose?
Oh, for sure. Like, all of my dreams. I wanted to be Bette Midler. I wanted to be Liza Minnelli. I wanted to be Billy Porter. I wanted to be all of these iconic legends on stage, and now I get to live my dreams. Here I am singing Mama Says 6 times a week. Like, it's infectious, like I said earlier.
It's great. So let me ask you, looking back on what you dreamed, has your accomplishments exceeded what you actually dreamed as a kid?
Absolutely. I think I live in New York City. I wanted to live here all of my entire life. Every single television show, every movie that was my favorite was set here. And I get to live in New York City and get to walk down the street and be alive. And I am so entirely blessed.
Well, you have a great attitude. It comes through loud and clear.
Thank you.
Every night here, you know. So the crowds have been really enjoying you. So I just want to tell everybody, we're playing straight through till Sunday, August 28th. You will get to see the great Tray Wright doing it every night, and twice on Saturday?
Twice on Saturday.
Twice on Saturday.
My favorite day.
That's it. How do you, by the way, on Saturday, how do you conserve the energy to do it again Saturday night?
Lots of coffee.
Okay. So listen, come on out. We can't wait to see you at the Argyle Theater.